An aquarium is in the form of a cuboid whose external measures are 80 centimeter by 30 centimeter by 40 centimeter. The base, the side faces and the back face are to be covered with a colored paper. Find the area of the paper needed. Okay, so this is an aquarium which is of the cuboidal shape, and these are the measurements of the length, the breadth and the height of this cuboid. So what's the length here? 80 centimeter. What's the breadth here? 30 centimeter. What's the height here? That is 40 centimeter. Okay, now accept the front face and the top face. Except the front face and the top face, rest all the faces are to be covered with a colored paper. And now you have to tell what will be the area of the paper that will be required to cover these faces. So how many faces we have to cover? We have to cover the left side face, the right side face 2, the back face 3 and the base, that is 4. Okay, so we have to cover 4 faces. Now we know that the area of the right face will be equal to the area of the left face because they are exactly identical. It means that if we calculate the area of 1 and then if we multiply it with 2, that will actually, okay, let me first calculate for 1. So the area of this right one will be what? This is 30. Let's take, this is rectangular shaped because it is a cuboidal. 30 and 40. The formula is what? Length multiplied by breadth. What's the length in this case for this right side face? That is 30 centimeter and multiplied by what's the breadth here? That is 40 centimeter. It means that this will give you 1200 centimeter squared. Now this is the area of the right face and the area of the left face. If we add them together, that is this area, the area of this face plus the area of this face, it will give us area of right plus area of left face is equal to 2 times 1200 centimeter squared. That is 2400 centimeter squared. So this is 1. Now what will be the area of the back face? The area of the back face will be again length multiplied by breadth. So if you pay attention on this back face, length is what? 80 centimeter. Breadth is what? 40 centimeter. So 80 centimeter, 40 centimeter. It means that 80 centimeter multiplied by 40 centimeter. So this gives you 3200 centimeter squared. This is the second one. Now the remaining face that we have to cover is this base. So in the case of this base, length is 80 centimeter and the breadth is 30 centimeter. So again, area of base will be equal to again length multiplied by breadth. That is, length is 80 centimeter and multiplied by breadth is 30 centimeter. So you get again 2400 centimeter squared. So 2400 centimeter squared will be the area for this base. It means that if we add these three together, the area of the right face plus the left face plus the area of the back face plus the area of the base, then you will get the area of the paper that is required to cover these 4 faces. So let's add them together. 2400 plus 2400 is 4800 plus 3200 is 8000 centimeters squared. So 8000 centimeters squared, this is the area of the paper that will be required to cover these 4 faces. The next problem says the internal measures of a cuboidal room are 12 meter multiplied by 8 meter by 4 meter. Find the total cost of whitewashing all the four walls of the room. If the cost of whitewashing is rupees 5 per meter square, what will be the cost of whitewashing if the ceiling of the room is also whitewashed? Now, there are two parts of this question. The first part asks, find the total cost of whitewashing of all the four walls of the room if the cost of whitewashing is rupees 5 per meter square. So, this is cuboidal shape room. The internal measures are what? Internal measures, whether it is internal or external, measurements are going to be the same. Length is going to be the same whether it is outside or left side, if this is cuboidal only. So 12 meter, this is the length, then 8 meter, this is the breadth, and 4 meter, this is the height of the wall. Okay, so cuboidal shaped. Now find the total cost of whitewashing all the four walls of the room if the cost of whitewashing is rupees 5 per meter square. Now it's just asking for four walls: the front face, the right side face, the back face, and the left side face. So clearly the four walls means what? It's actually talking about the lateral surface area of this cuboid. Because when we talk about the lateral surface of a cuboid, it means that we are excluding two faces. And the two faces that are excluded are the top face and the bottom face, that's the base. So it means that we are actually talking about the lateral surface area. So the formula to calculate the lateral surface area of a cuboid is 2 multiplied by length multiplied by height plus breadth multiplied by height. This is the formula that is used to calculate the lateral surface area of a cuboid. Okay, so this can be written as 2HL plus B, right? The distributive property of multiplication over addition. Now, what's the height? Height is 4 meter. And what's the length? Length is 12 meter. And what's the breadth? That is 8 meter. Since we are calculating the area, it means that this will be meter squared. Okay. Now, 2 times 4 is 8, and 8 multiplied by 20 meter squared. That is 160 meter squared. 160 meter squared. The lateral surface area, that is the total area of the four walls, is actually 160 meters squared. So if we whitewash it, and if the cost of whitewashing is rupees 5 per meter squared, that is for 1 meter squared, you have to pay rupees 5. So if for 1 meter square you have to pay rupees 5, then what will be the cost for 160 meters squared? 160 meters squared for this four walls, that will be rupees 5 multiplied by 160, and that gives you rupees 800, right? So rupees 800 will be the cost of whitewashing the four walls. Now the next part of this question says that what will be the cost of whitewashing if the ceiling of the room is also whitewashed. Now it's not talking about the base, but it's saying that what will be the cost, the final cost, if you have to whitewash the ceiling as well. So if you have to whitewash the ceiling, then first find the area of the ceiling. What will be the area of this ceiling? So area of ceiling is actually what? The area of this rectangular face. So the rectangular face is the area of a rectangular face is given by length multiplied by breadth. What's the length in this case? That is 12 meter. What's the breadth in this case? That is 8 meter. Now length is 12 meter and multiplied by breadth is 8 meter. It means that it is 96 meter squared. So 96 meter squared is the area of the ceiling. So if we add this together, so if we calculate that if for 1 meter squared you have to pay rupees 5, then for 96 meter squared you'll have to pay rupees 5 multiplied by 96, and that is rupees 5630, 35945 and 48 rupees 480. So this is the cost of just of the ceiling. Okay, this is the cost of ceiling. So if we have to calculate the total amount, the total amount will be this amount plus this amount, right? This 480 plus 800. So 480 plus 800 means what? Rupees 1280. So rupees 1280 will have to be paid when you have to cover the ceiling also.